In today's video, we're taking a look at how to smoke wings in your grill, easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do. Everything that we use on the video, we're gonna leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. So you woke up today and you have chicken in your mind, but not the whole chicken, just part of it. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. And the amounts that we use today are enough for 3 to 5 pounds. Which is about 1,361 grams to a maximum of 2,269.5. But remember, you can always multiply the amounts. You are the master of your kingdom. And the first thing that we're gonna do is season the wings. And because they're going to the grill, either gas or charcoal, we want to do a wet brine because this is going to provide us the juiciest wings that your beautiful hands can make. So the first thing that we get out is our torture container, our water vessel. And then we can add our first ingredient, and that is 1/4 of a cup of sugar, which is about 50 grams. And our next ingredient is equal parts in salt. So that is 1/4 of a cup of salt, which is about 68 grams. And basically we're gonna need the amount of water to be able to cover the wings. In our case is 2/4 or about 1,892 grams. And what we want to do now is mix it until dissolved. And always remember to use both arms for even pump, because the last thing you want is to wear that shirt with uneven muscles. Once we notice that everything is dissolved, we can go ahead and place the wings. And we're going to place them there until they give us the information. That usually takes a breaking point of 30 minutes to 4 hours. And we want to do this in the refrigerator. The more chances we have of getting that intel, the better. But here at the StatUpBox team, we know time is of the essence. So if you need to season them right away, you can skip the brine and just do a sprinkle of salt and pepper evenly all throughout. And 15 minutes should do the trick. But for juicier wings, a brine is the way to go. Meanwhile, we wait for the wings to break. We're ready to make our flavor seasoning. And this is what's gonna provide your wings that 1-2 punch. And our first ingredient is 1 teaspoon of sugar, and that's about 5 grams. Our next ingredient is 2 teaspoons of black pepper, which is about 4.6 grams. Our next ingredient is 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, or about 6.5 grams. Our next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of paprika, or about 2.3 grams. If you want to add some heat, adding some cayenne goes a long way. We go ahead and mix that well, show off our beautiful muscles. And with all this mixing, you've entered the sexy zone. Any partners in the household won't be able to remove their hand from your body. So use these ingredients at your own risk. Now that your hotel guests have eagerly decided to pay you a tip, we removed them from the brine and patted them dry. With tip in hand, we're ready to give them our flavor profile. And that includes a full tan in every nook and cranny of their bodies. We can let them rest on the refrigerator until the heat of this household is turned all the way up. And in today's adventure, we're gonna use wood chips. But the size of wood that you wanna use for this challenge is your choice. We don't judge. And we use wood chips because the surface area of meat of the wings is small. So small and small should do the trick. And we're gonna soak them in water for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna create a silver envelope that it's gonna find its way all the way to the North Pole and hopefully gets in time to get those presents for Christmas. And the reason for wetting the chips is so they won't burn as fast. And using the smaller chips would give you more of a subtle smoke flavor. And this envelope can be used for gas grills or for charcoal grills. In this case, we're gonna use charcoal, but the technique for using gas will be the same. We always make some cuts on the envelope, and what this makes is your envelope more aerodynamic. And no matter which one you use, the temperature that we're looking for on the grill can vary from 350 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's great because it doesn't have to be perfect, which is about 176 88.6 Celsius to a maximum of 232.2 Celsius. The hotter your grill, the crispier they'll be. But if you like a softer, juicier type, you want it more to the low number. The important thing is that our gas have an internal temperature of 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 82.2 Celsius. But remember, you're cooking and having fun, so it doesn't have to be perfect. A few degrees over, it's okay. Remember, this is your resort, and the wings are your guest. If you want to check out our video how to turn on charcoal without lighter fluid or a chimney, we'll leave a link on the description. Once our coals are red, we're ready to use the 60-40 method, which means 40% charcoal of your grill and 60% empty. We're going to place our coal in our basket. If you want to check out our video on how to make this basket for under $15, we'll leave a link on the description. If using a gas grill, let's say you have 2 burners, you want to have 2 on and 2 off. But if you have more wings, you can get away with 1 burner on. It all depends on reaching the temperature desired. And to create a more humid and juicier atmosphere for our gas, we're going to place a pan with water on the empty side. If using a gas grill, you can go ahead and fire it on. We want our gas or charcoal grill to get hot, and this is going to create the perfect environment to clean it, if you haven't done so before. Because remember, a pro tip, when everything is hot, is easier to clean. Now that everything is clean, we're gonna go ahead and season the grates. And we do that using our favorite high temp oil. In this case, we're using vegetable oil, and wiping all the grates down with some paper towels and some tongs. Not only this creates a non-stick atmosphere, but it also helps remove any particles or bristles left over from the brush or that did not get completely clean. We can go ahead and close the grill once again for a few minutes so that coat of oil sticks on. And now we're ready to place our envelope with our gift list for any occasion of the year. And just like in real life, wait until it goes up in smoke. And you can use the same technique even using a gas grill. If you want to check out our video on how to smoke on a gas grill, we'll leave a link on the description. Once we see smoke, we're ready to place our wing. And what we want to do is place the wingette the farthest away from the heat source. Being this the part with less meat, it would cook the fastest. And then placing the drumette last. Because having more meat, this would take longer and can take more heat from your source. What we want to make sure is that the bone part faces the coal or the fire. And now that we laid to rest our wings, we're ready to receive more guests in the resort. I mean, we're basically gonna leave them here for about 40 minutes. And what we're gonna do is flip it halfway through at the 20-minute mark. If using a charcoal grill, you can always control the temperature by opening and closing the vents. By opening the vents, more air goes to your charcoal, making them hotter and bringing up the temperature. If you need to bring it down, then you want to close the vents more to get a lower temperature. If using a gas grill, you can always lower the knobs or raise them accordingly. And we finally reached the 20-minute mark. We can go ahead and flip our hotel guests so they can get an even tan. As you can see, they're already getting our desired color and looking juicy. And now we've gotten to the time where our guests need to pay the bill. I mean the 40-minute mark. And what we're gonna do to give it that extra crisp and flavor, we're gonna place them over the heat source, either charcoal or your fire from the gas grill, and in groups to make it easier. In this case, we're gonna divide them drumette and wingette. And this is a technique passed down generation to generation in the barbecue world to make a resort guest from a non-tip paying one to a tip paying one. As you can see, your wings are nice, juicy, and smoky. If you want to add some buffalo sauce, we also have a link for that video on the description. If you're adding barbecue sauce and you want it to caramelize, you can place it back on the grill for 2 or 3 minutes until it does. We also have a video on how to make barbecue sauce. Also, we'll leave a link on the description. But if using any other wing sauce, you could just flip them in a bowl and they're ready to eat. Now you can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. You become the master smoker, wing legend, best resort in town. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone in the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.